How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. I hope everyone is well. I hope you guys are really well rested. I hope you guys woke up this morning feeling good, because whatever happened yesterday, it doesn't even matter. It's a new day. You are here. You are alive. And you want to continue to move forward and don't let anything that happened yesterday or the day before bother you today. You hear me? Don't let that happen. So I know it's been a couple days since I did a video, and I am going to do my part 2 on aligning, answering God's calling, because my story is my story, and I'm going to put it out there because I know somebody needs to hear it, on how I how I conquer everything that I have been going through. But I'm just going to say I am here today. And I'm glad I am here today to tell my story because nobody else can tell it other than me. So it's been a couple days, but it has been a lot of thoughts running through my mind and so many things I want to bring not only to, well, I want to bring it to everybody's attention because there's certain things that people don't talk about. And I think me having this platform, it gives me an opportunity to talk about, because it could be somebody out there that wants to talk about it, but is afraid or might get judged for talking about it. But me, I don't even care. I don't care if I could get judged or whatever. I was having a conversation with my significant other, and I told him, I realized now that I am older, I grieve living individuals. I grieve the people that's living. And that just goes to say, like, we have people that we no longer talk to, friendships that ended, family relationships that ended, or we just don't talk to them, period. And it's okay. It's okay, because the way how you are moving forward, the way how you are upgrading, the way how you are growing as an individual, those certain individuals no longer needs to be in your life, because the doors that you are going to be walking through, they can't walk through those doors with you. You understand? So it's so much that I can talk about this. And that just goes to show, no, not show. What are you saying, Spirit? That just goes to say, for me, I'm going to say I grew up without a father. And I'm going to say I grew up without a father because he was not in my life. I guess I'm talking about this now. I'm talking about it. And I am the only girl he has. I am the only girl he has. I have 2 older brothers. One of them I never met. He was adopted. I don't know his name, but he do live in Texas. I don't know what he looks like, but they say he looks like me, freckles, red hair, all of that. Different mother, same father. I have another older brother, same mother, same father. And I have a little brother, the same father, different mother. I am the only girl he has. I was going to say, I'm the only girl he has, and you may know that I do not say the words father, that I would not say the words that he's my father or he's my dad, because he doesn't fit in those 2 categories. He does not deserve to be in those 2 categories because they are 2 different meanings to me. Okay, a father is a father. A father is somebody that's, to me, a father is like my best friend. Like a father and dad, those 2 definitions to me is my best friend, my first love, the person that protects me, the person that is always there for me, and the one that picks me up when I'm down, my best freaking friend. He's the first male friend type thing, but the sperm donor does not fit in any of those categories. As for a dad is like who's always there, who stayed with my mother just to be with us, for us, for his kids, for his children, not only just for me. This is my story as a only daughter. I was hurt. And the reason why I'm saying that I was hurt is because I healed from it. It may bother me a little tiny bit, but I grew so much to where I'm healed from it. It's no longer going to bother me or hold me back from where I need to go, the things I need to see, the new people I need to meet. So with me being the only female, with me being his only daughter, and seeing that he had stronger relationship with my siblings, with my two siblings, my older brother and my youngest brother, because they live in Jersey. He never met the one that is adopted as well. He doesn't want no interaction with family, with his biological parents at all, which is understandable. Can I find him? I did my little research to find him, but they need more information that they don't have to give me. But there's two siblings that is here in the state. He has stronger relationships with them. And I did tell him many times how I felt, the conversations I wanted to have. And every time I want to have that conversation, to him, it's always a bad moment. It's the bad time. Not right now, Tashana. It's a bad time. I don't want to talk about it right now. But I have answers. I have questions that needs to be answered for me to let you in. I grew up with friends who had fathers, dads in their household, and seeing a relationship, it was very triggering for me, but it didn't mess up our relationship, our friendships that I had. But to just dream to have that, I think it would have been so amazing for me, even to have conversations of, how they say, oh, my father is my first love. I want my husband to be just like my father. I had to search exactly what I wanted. I don't think anybody can relate to this, but I had to search on what I wanted in a man. I didn't know what type of man I was supposed to look for. But they say that you are going to look for a man that's going to be just like your dad. No. See, when they say about those things, I think of the negative, the bad shit that he has been going through or whatever. I don't want my husband to be like that. I don't want my husband to be absent in my kid's life. No, I don't want that. So I had to search on a man. I had to search for a man on how I wanted to be loved. I don't know if y'all understand or if I had to search for a man to love me how I wanted to be loved, because I was missing the love I was supposed to have from my father. But it would have been a different love that I was going to receive from my husband. Man, listen, if you know, you know. Let me sit up for this, because if you know, you know. And it's a high percentage for an African American woman to not have a father figure in the household. For families, Black African American families, to not have a father figure in the household. And I don't think people understand how that affects the individual. It affected me. It affected me because I didn't know what love was. I didn't have anybody to teach me that, I had my mom, but I'm talking about like a father. Like, did I have father figures? Yes and no. I had one, but it wasn't as if they was a father figure, to me. Because I see a father figure like, stepping in to be that father for me. And I can say I guess I had one. I had one, but it wasn't as if they were showing that love and affection towards me, that love a father should give to their daughter towards me. I didn't, so no, technically no. But, and it's like I tried many times to walk with open hands, open mind, to get past all of that, to just have him in my life. And it just, that one little thing that just triggers me. It triggers me. Like to the point where I even let him get the first dance, not the first dance, the father and daughter dance at my wedding. Like that was me trying to break away from the past and just open up a new path for him and I both. But after my wedding, it's just I just couldn't, because those questions just constantly just started coming to me. The phone calls was lacking. I wanted a best friend. I Phone calls was lacking. And I kid you not, I want to say thank you to him he called me on every single birthday. He came to my high school graduation. But that's not going to sum it all for all the other things you missed. I went through some shit when I was little without him being in my life, and he doesn't know that. But that's why I wanted to have the conversation with him, to let all of that out. And I don't know who may can relate to this story or something similar to it, but as a woman, as a little girl, as my inner child, she was heartbroken, and it came to the point where I had to let it all out. I couldn't hold it anymore. And I remember this just like yesterday. It was this year on my son's birthday in May. 2 days, 1 day, 2 day, 1 or 2 days before Mother's Day. And he called me. And I tell you this, it could have been the universe for me to let it all out, because that was the day I let it all out. Crying, I cursed his behind out. I cursed him out, crying, all of that. And I blocked him. till till this day. And I actually changed my number, but he doesn't have my phone number, so he cannot get in contact with me. And this is how I heal as an individual. It may be people out there be like, oh no, you wrong. Why would you block him? He tried, he did this. No. I'm sorry. I have a limit. My limit, honestly, for people that's really close to me, you guys have 3 times. 3 times. If I tried 3 times to have a conversation with you that you don't want to have, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. But with him, with that man, I tried more than 3 times. I am in my 30s. Okay? I graduated when I was 17. I am in my 30s. So think about how many times I tried. Okay? I tried, and call him, he'll call me. I tried. I'm tired. I got tired of trying without having an outcome, without healing my heart, without saying, okay, you know what? He gave me the answers that I needed. I'm fine with that. I would take it and I would start a new path. But no, I tried. I tried and tried, and I got tired of trying. And there's so many people, well, God forbid something happened to him. You might regret having that conversation, but you don't understand. You don't understand the kind of man I'm dealing with, the kind of supposed to be father, dad I'm dealing with. It's always a bad time to have a conversation. So when is it going to be a good time? And get this, and I know I'm kind of late. We lived in the same town. We lived in the same town. The town I grew up in. We lived in the same town. And I'm going to do the math for you. I lived on 9th, the number 9, 9th Ave. I lived on 9th Ave, right? He lived on 3rd. Okay, I'm gonna repeat this so you could do the math. I lived on 9th, mind you, same time. Lived on 9th. He lived on 3rd. Okay, you do the math and you tell me how many streets are in between. How long does it take? Here's the question: how long does it take to get from 3rd to 9th? And you telling me you can ride by my house, you can ride by your kid's house and don't even stop to say hi? You can ride by your kids, your children's house. And I'm not saying he drove, he on a bike. You know, he don't have to put the hazards on. He don't have to put his signals on or nothing. You're on a bike, riding past your children's house. And not once since I grew up on 9th Ave, you did not stop by just to say hi to your kids. So you guys tell me what kind of good of a father or dad he was, or that I should fix this relationship, or I should try again, or God forbid something happened and you're gonna regret it. Yeah. So now you know how hurt I was as a little girl, even while I'm in my 30s, how hurt I was, how I was trying hard to have conversations with him and it never happened. So I had to suck it up and heal from it my own self. I had to heal from it on my own. And I am so prized. And the reason why how I can say that I healed from it, because any other conversation that I have about this individual, I will start crying. And that's how I know, by me making this video, how there's no tears. There is no tears. There is no stopping. Nothing is happening right now while I'm telling this story, because this is a proof, living proof, that I am healed. I am healed from this man, from this situation, from everything that I'm healed with it. And if I see him today, there will be no interaction. Nothing at all. Because I'm grieving a living individual. I'm grieving. I have grieved. Like, I'm good. I am good. And my story can reach out to any other African American woman who have dealt or is going through something like this. And I am okay to share my story because it can be related to somebody else. So I'm just going to say, like, if you feel as though you have no more heart, you have no more energy. I'm not even gonna say heart. You have no more energy to try to keep somebody in your life or want to have somebody in your life. If you are tired of fighting for an individual who don't want to be fought for, if you can no longer fight for that relationship that you want, it is okay. It is okay to end it all. It is okay to just say, you know what? I have to move on with my life. I have to move on with my life. If I can't have you in my life, it's a sign. It's a sign that I have to move forward, because I have things I have to see, new people I have to meet, new doors I have to walk through. You cannot go with me on this journey. So I'm going to have to leave you behind, because I have to continue to live my life for me and my family. So it is okay to not have those conversations no more. It is okay to just say, you know what, I'm going to change my number. He is not going to get it. And that goes for any individual. It doesn't have to be a father. It doesn't have to be a dad. It doesn't have to be none of that. So it is okay with any individual. If you're tired, you're tired. And that is it. I hope this resonates with somebody. And just continue to work on yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's your life to live. Talk to you soon.